Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. Official weight, 135.6 pounds. He's fighting out of Rome in Italy and brings with him to the cage a professional record of 6 wins with 1 no contest. Introducing Michele, the Italian Thunder Martignoni. Standing opposite him in the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. Official weight, 135.6 pounds. He's fighting out of Liverpool in England and brings with him to the cage an unblemished professional record of 4 wins. Introducing Nathan Fletcher. Your referee in charge when the action begins, Mr. Rich Mitchell.
Referee Rich Mitchell about to get this one underway. 3 5-minute rounds if they need them in the Cage Warriors bantamweight division. The Italian Thunder, Michele Martignoni in the black with yellow trim. Nathan Fletcher in the white. 2 big prospects putting it all on the line here. Dan, there's always something special about seeing 2 guys, 2 of anyone competing who are undefeated, you know, and just knowing that one of these guys is going to taste their first loss here tonight makes it just that little bit more special. We saw Martignoni in against Wesley Meyer, as we said, and very active, giving just as good as he got. It was a real knockdown, drag-out war with Meyer. Can't wait to see the Magic Man back on Cage Warriors as well. Looking to throw the right hand over the top there is Martignoni. And what a huge statement this would be, Dan. You know, if you can stop Nathan Fletcher here tonight. Bantamweight champion Jack Cartwright was in action last night. You know, Martignoni might have one eye on the title with a win here. Big pickup from Fletcher, though.
Nicely done by Martignoni to stay on his feet there.
And this is where Fletcher wants to fight, surely. In close range where he can get that grappling to good use.
Yeah, you can see Martignoni trying to create that space, try and circle off, try and create some distance and get back to striking. I think that is very likely what we're going to see for the majority of this fight, however long it lasts, is trying to close the distance, perhaps shooting off of some striking combinations, and Martignoni trying to keep himself at range and unleash those nasty strikes that he's got.
It's a good night for the next generation team. Last night, of course, Matt Bonner on our main card, making a huge statement in the middleweight division, stopping the former champion James Webb. And of course, Liam Gittins, Paddy Pimblett, both set to compete tonight.
That was a beautiful level change there, fantastic. Martignoni doing actually a really good job of defending the takedown, and Fletcher just doing an even better job of redirecting him, getting his back to the ground. You know, Martignoni managed to get back to his feet there. Really, really impressed with both men. And the timing of that level change was just fantastic. And Martignoni, you can tell he does not want to go to the ground. He wants to stay on his feet. And right now, Fletcher in a good position to try and bring him back down there, but...
And when you've got the power and ability to poleaxe a guy in 6 seconds with a high kick, or stop a man in 20 with a big hook, you absolutely don't want to be on the ground if you can help it. Strike defense of Fletcher's been good thus far, so let's see if Martignoni can find a way to disguise one of these shots.
If Martignoni runs in again with these combinations of strikes, you definitely expect to see Fletcher change level, drop down and shoot in there, not waiting for Martignoni, and finally managed to get Martignoni to the ground. He has to be careful about grabbing that fence, though. That is not the way you want to get back to the feet. Doing a good job of turning around, and it looks like Fletcher's going to try and take the back off of this. This is a strong position. He's got one hook on the inside here. Martignoni wants to use the fence to stop Fletcher from coming around to the back, but Fletcher doing a good job. He's got even more of his chest to his opponent's back right now. So this is a very precarious position for Martignoni. Fletcher decides to release one of the hooks. He thinks he can get to a slightly better position. There's a lot of grip fighting going on. Martignoni still trying to get back to the feet there. And he does so successfully, but with body control, a full body lock from Fletcher. He's in a good position to try and take his man back to the ground. But Martignoni doing a good job, and Fletcher manages to jump onto the back, but not quite enough. He just... Oh, he has an RNC on here.
Fletcher with a big squeeze here.
This could be on. The angle's a little bit off, but look at the position of Martignoni. He doesn't look comfortable at all. This is very, very close. Wow. That was it. The RNC, the angle of the back was not good, and Fletcher decided, I'm going to try and get the submission anyway. And when that happens, you're investing in the submission over the position. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. In that case, it didn't pay off, but a significant submission attempt in the judge's eyes, and that's something we need to think about as well.
Wow, very exciting, entertaining first round, as expected, and Martignoni giving his man a little bit of a friendly shove there, shall we say. Referee Rich Mitchell not looking particularly impressed.
Yeah, really interesting grappling exchange there at the end.
Let's take a quick look back at some of the action from that first round. It's Martignoni finding a way in with the right hand there.
And, you know, we saw a lot of takedown attempts. This was one early. You know, generally when someone takes their opponent off the ground completely, they manage to get the takedown. But the takedown defense of Martignoni throughout the round was very impressive. When Fletcher finally managed to get him to the ground, he even managed to get back up, even at the end where he legitimately got him on the floor. Here we go. This nice takedown here. He looked like he was getting the back at one point, and then we had that close RNC, and the problem there was one thing, very simply, the angle of Fletcher's body to his opponent. He was too much on the side.
Oh, Martignoni coming out like he means business in the second. Getting those big haymakers to work.
You know, I think with that very close submission at the end of that first round, expect for Fletcher's game plan to be exactly the same. If Martignoni charges in, Fletcher's going to change level and try and shoot that double leg. He might even try and back his man up against the fence and shoot just like he did before. He's got those hands connected around the back. This is a strong position. And you've got to ask yourself, is this incredibly dynamic takedown defense? That's the thing with Martignoni. He's not defending the takedowns positionally. He's defending them very well dynamically as well. And that dynamic defense will start to wear away as the rounds go on, as you start to get more fatigued.
Oh, the mouthpiece of Fletcher just come out there. Referee Rich Mitchell with the restart.
So the hands are locked behind the back of the Italian. Expect to see one of two things. One, he's going to try and use that leg in front of his opponent's hips to try and throw him to the ground. We've seen this a lot over the last couple of nights, actually. Or he could drop down and try and reconnect the hands a little bit lower and try and get a double leg or try and lift his man off the floor. You know, Martignoni doing a good job of defending these takedowns, but this is a strong position with those hands locked. He's now got a whizzer. Once again, look at that. You know, Fletcher's doing everything right here. Martignoni just being able to get his legs where they need to be to stay on the feet for now.
Martignoni practically moonwalked out of that one, didn't he?
That's one of the secret techniques that you don't always get taught.
Don't worry, he's wearing two gloves now.
There we go, what I said before. He basically went for the two attempts that I spoke about, tried to throw him to the ground and then drop him down for the single leg. Having more success with this. Looks like for a second there he was going to try and take the back. If he can't take Martignoni down from this position, do expect him to try and attack the back. Look at the right leg of Fletcher. There we go, on the inside there. And what he wants to do, he wants to stop Martignoni from getting his back to the fence. You can use the fence really well to stop the opponent from following you behind. Martignoni's using the fence to peel his opponent off of him. Now he circles around and disengages. This is where he wants to be.
See that right up, come on. Yeah, leave, right arm, straight right. There we go.
Fletcher must be expending a fair bit of energy there, Dan, just looking for those takedown attempts. Lands a nice left hand there, though, as does Martignoni. Left hook from Fletcher as an entry for the takedown there.
There we go. Martignoni turns his back to try and get away from this takedown. He's trying to get himself to the fence. Fletcher did a fantastic job of getting his man to the ground off of the fence, but Martignoni does a great job of getting himself to the fence. But in the process, he has given away the back position. It's not fully locked in. There's only one hook here, but this is a good position. Like we saw in the first round, this is a good position where Fletcher might be able to turn this into something a little bit more. If he does manage to get the back again, I want to see him lock a better position in before he commits to the choke, because if he did that in the last round, his fight could already have been over.
Martignoni just took a knee to the head there as he tries to disengage and does. Real great clash of styles here. All the effective offensive grappling coming from Fletcher. Martignoni, of course, looking to land the big right hand. Oh, a huge knee up the middle.
Yeah,
absolutely solid as a rock was that one.
Yeah, the timing there was really spot on. Fletcher changed levels and ate a knee as he came in. Martignoni doing another good job. Fletcher's in a good position. If he can get the takedown in the middle of the cage there, it would be better. He doesn't manage to. This must be very, very frustrating for Fletcher, because I can't imagine he expected such good takedown defense from the Italian.
Please have a moment of respect for the chin away from Fletcher, taking that knee and looking completely unfazed. Oh, beautiful body shots from Martignoni. Fletcher happy to strike back though. Martignoni jumping in with a knee in a big combination.
Another level change. His hands are connected and he gets the takedown, but he's very, very close to the fence. Expect to see Martignoni try and shuffle his weight backwards and start trying to walk up. He's done this a few times now where he turns to his knees and he goes to the turtle position to try and get to the feet. Usually this is a very dangerous approach because the back can be taken so easily, but he also does a good job of defending the back position. Arm in guillotine, and it looks like Fletcher for a second thinking about committing to it and then thinking otherwise. I think a couple of seconds on the clock, it's not worth it.
Another rapid round between Martignoni and Fletcher. What a fight this is turning out to be. Absolutely no mistake why it's our featured prelim here.
Nice level change there. I think this is one of those late takedowns or one of the early. It's so hard to tell because so much of these positions we saw multiple times in the round. Here was that takedown, and you see how Martignoni turns his back. Now, if Fletcher clocks onto this, he can use this to his advantage. There's the huge hit.
That knee was absolutely phenomenal. Fletcher changes levels. Martignoni throws it right up the middle. Wow, I mean, Fletcher did incredibly well to take that and then, pull guard and recover. Martignoni with a late flurry there.
I was going to say, I think the one pattern that we're seeing in these grappling exchanges, these takedown attempts, is Martignoni does turtle to try and escape off of his back. He does turtle to get back to his feet. If Fletcher is smart with this, he can use this to his advantage. He's going for it a little bit, but he wants to be jumping on the back faster. And if he can do it in the middle of the cage without that wall for Martignoni to try and scrape him off of, there's a very good chance he'll get to a very good position to submit from.
Martignoni started this third round with a beautiful teep to the face. He's giving Fletcher lots to think about.
Another just a really beautiful shot from Fletcher. I almost feel bad for him that he's not nailing these takedowns because Martignoni's defense is so good because the offensive wrestling attempts of Fletcher are spot on.
One thing we have to say as well is that that knee up the middle, that might change the game plan for a lot of guys, but Fletcher's been more than happy to change levels in front of Martignoni again.
He's hoping lightning can't strike twice. Here we go, another back take attempt. Okay, you see how the arm's coming under the neck. Now, what he doesn't want to do is commit to the choke without fully getting the body in a good position. You see how Martignoni used his right hand to shrug that leg off. He needs to get his body to a good position, otherwise he's gambling again. You see what I'm saying? He needs to get his body round. Yes, you can get the submission from there, but it's much less likely than if you can get your body to the correct position. Martignoni knew what he was doing. He used the right hand to try and strip that foot. Now this is a position that I'm interested in. I'm interested to see if Martignoni's going to try and stay in top position and what Fletcher can do off the back, but a little scramble there and they're both back to the feet.
Fletcher coming right back at Martignoni here. Backing him towards the cage, getting another takedown, and Martignoni looking to scramble back to his feet, but he's giving up the takedowns a lot more easily now than he was in the first round.
Yeah, 100%. You know what I said? How I said that he's using dynamic movements to defend the takedowns. Third round, you're not going to have the power to hit these dynamic movements. Now, Martignoni is going to turn his back again. This is what I'm saying. Every time he tries to stand up, he turns his back. Fletcher can take advantage of this, but he has to get... You want to be directly on the back. Now, this is a good position. He's still off the side a little bit, but it's the most on the back we've seen so far. You see how Martignoni recognizes this. The hand comes, it strips the foot. It all depends on that second hook. A good attempt by Fletcher to take the back. A better attempt from Martignoni to strip that foot and leave.
Whoa, that was very, very close to being an illegal knee. Ooh.
He goes up.
Can see from this angle.
Well, we'll maybe get a replay of that one in. Let's take a close look at this. Fletcher was quite clearly down.
Did it make contact?
Let's see if we can see any contact here. I mean, maybe shaved a nice little tram line into the side of there of Nathan Fletcher. Referee Rich Mitchell just warning Martignoni there, saying he didn't think it was intentional, he's not going to take a point, but it is on Martignoni to be aware of whether his opponent's grounded or not with throwing those knees. And Fletcher clearly grounded there, no question about it.
So I think we're going to see Fletcher go for yet another takedown. He is having more success in this round, what I want to see from him. And Martignoni, he's trying to do it, and Martignoni's blocking it really well. But he has to put more emphasis on trying to get his body into the position. At the moment, he's just, or what we've seen previously, he's just trying to get the hook in. You don't have to have the hook in to have the correct body position. So let's see. Right now, once again, taking advantage of that back, he jumps in. So again, you see he's off to the side, and Martignoni is stopping that hook from coming in. You don't need the hook, but you need the positioning to be correct. So this is the best position that he has been in this entire fight. He's nowhere near the fence, and this is where he can lock this up. The second hook comes in. This is significant now. Martignoni trying to back out of this, and he gets himself on the fence. He's going to try and use that fence, I imagine, to strip his man off, and you're going to see the angle change. If Martignoni can change the angle of his back to his opponent's chest, it's going to make it difficult to choke him, even if the arm is around the neck. But right now, it looks like it's under the chin. The squeeze is on, and it's a better position. It's still not perfect, but the squeeze is on.
Fletcher looking for the big squeeze here, trying to adjust that grip. Martignoni dips down to the mat.
This looks good. It looks like it's under the neck. Now, this is fantastic. This is the position he wants. Martignoni trying to strip that grip. He wants to push the hips down. He wants to connect the hand, pull it backwards. Very, very close here. Very close. Fletcher putting everything into this choke with 40 seconds left on the clock. The hands are connected, but this looks
squeezing for all he's worth it. And it's over. There's the submission. Nathan Fletcher does it in the third round. Unbelievable.
And it is exactly what I was talking about from the end of the first round. Fletcher repeatedly, first thing I have to say, he made the adjustments. He saw that Martignoni was turning his back when he tried to get up to the feet. And the later the fight went on, the slower he was doing it. He took advantage, he took the back a few times, but the angle was all wrong. That final attempt there, he nailed the angle. He got the body triangle. When you got the body triangle, the only way you get it really is when it's spot on. He got that body triangle, he got himself in the perfect position, and then he went for the choke, and there was nowhere for the Italian to go. Beautiful finish.
And I could watch this kid fight every day of the week and twice on Sunday. What a performance from Nathan Fletcher to cap off our prelims here on the last night of the trilogy. A huge, huge moment for the undefeated 23-year-old. Dan, just talk us through the finish again here as we take one final look at it.
Yeah, so, early on in this exchange here, here's the finish. This is already done at this point. It's only a matter of time. And Martignoni did do a good job of fighting the hands. He left this as long as he could leave it.
Well, let's throw it to our MC in the cage, Mr. Hal Chaplin, and he will make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Rich Mitchell, calls a stop to this contest after 4 minutes and 22 seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner by way of rear naked choke in the red corner, Nathan Fletcher!
Well, the next generation train keeps on rolling.